In 2011, when I was entering the university, I wanted to study aerospace engineering, but there was no university in Nigeria that was offering the course. So I opted for meteorology and climate science. One of the fundamental problems that existed in Nigeria and in Africa back then was lack of ground data. So basically in situ meteorological data that powers everything that we do at the climate product and services that is being built. We lack that data, and this is why I'm building Miri Africa. 2 weeks ago, several students and teachers went to school in Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State. Before the end of the day, over 100 students and teachers were hospitalized because they had inhaled some gases. They were rushed to the hospitals and taken care of. Air pollution is a fundamental problem in Africa. Africa loses over 1.1 million people every year to premature death due to air pollution. And as a continent also, we lose over $50 billion every year due to climate-related issues. Our goal over the next 50 and 100 years is to deploy tens of thousands of devices across Africa for real-time emission and climate monitoring in a way that we can then make the environment cleaner and safer for everybody, and also have enough data sets to be able to do proper weather forecasts and environmental monitoring over the continent in a way that powers ESG monitoring, unlock carbon credits and finance across the continent. Unfortunately, before the end of my pitch, 5 people will die in Africa from the air they breathe. You see, air pollution is a major problem in Africa. In fact, right now in this room, in this area, we don't know whether the air we're breathing is actually killing us or not because we're not monitoring it. And so, there's no way to tell. 1.1 million people die prematurely due to this problem on the continent every year. And this is why we have built a powerful emission monitor that works indoor, outdoor, and we've already deployed hundreds of these devices in Lagos, Ogun, and in Oyo State, monitoring 20+ variables across PM, gases, and other climate parameters. For example, 2 weeks ago, one of the devices that we had installed in a school in Ogun State detected some gas leak, sent the alert to the government. The government was able to rescue students from the school and also detect the source of the pollution. This is what real-time monitoring actually looks like, and this is powered by our device. The same device is capable of capturing other variables, from noise pollution to a lot of climate variables. The sort of data that powers industrial ESG, climate finance, as well as the emerging carbon credit market. We are building the Bloomberg terminal for Africa's emission and climate data, where we control the entire infrastructure, from hardware to software to data API. And we're already trusted by regulators. In Lagos, we're working with Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, same in Ogun State, same in Oyo. We're also trusted by research institutions that are actually using our data for air quality and climate-related research. And several industries across multiple sectors already trust our devices and our data. Our devices, hardware that are actually manufactured, designed, and assembled in Lagos, Nigeria, is actually 10 times cheaper and 6 times more efficient than any competing global product. We're already at a $1 million annualized run rate, looking to capture a $30 billion global market with $4 million worth of contracts already on the table. We are already also SON certified. Our team spent over 2 years doing R&D before launching the product last year. I am a second-time founder, and we have a robust team actually building and scaling this. I have a bachelor's degree in meteorology and climate science, a master's degree in satellite applications, and a PhD in geography. And I spent the last decade working in the intersection of data, climate, and satellite infrastructure across Africa. I also moved back from the US back to Nigeria to actually build and scale this. Our vision over the next couple of years is to actually build a network of ground infrastructure that will provide the data that would actually catapult the next frontier
in Africa. So if this resonates with your investment thesis, please come talk to me. Thank you.